National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about where one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Howell's run complete there to Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Howell. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, Howell now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down. You look at this Eagle defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But no.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On first and 10, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Motion left, Smith. And Hurts going to move him around. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go now on first and goal. Now Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The second down pass, intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. Powell's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 by 6.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. You look at this Eagle defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
60 Eagles.
Here's Howell. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 15. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. A handoff running left is Gibson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Gibson again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Off play action. It's Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
In motion left is Watkins.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Howell.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Well, they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10. Howell looking to throw again. This one left side caught by Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
On first down, Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Smith will come in motion right.
63, 63, 63.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Hurts. This one swung out here to Jones.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
In motion left comes Brown.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Watkins in motion left.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
And that's going to be incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to throw now on first down.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. In motion left is Watkins. They'll look to throw now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Quan Martin there on the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And here's Jones again on second down.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So it's kind of more of the same. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Toward the pylon, caught.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Jones trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll go with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
14, Eagles 7. Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Howell down to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
20, 10.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
They'll go play action. Howell. They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
And Howell will throw it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now he'll try to pick it up on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all